Sup, y'all? Or should I say, sip fall? Yep. Autumn is awesome when I've got my comfort kavivi on lock. Specifically, pumpkin, spice, mother starvin' lattes. I can't wait to wrap my juicy DSLs around the PSL. To take some hard pumps and a throat full of cream with that seasonal theme. Sorry for getting sexy. I'm just obsessed with this flavor. Does that make me neuro-spicy? But for freaking realsies, I'm not mad, but it's actually funny to me that there's so much hate for pumpkin spice when we live under Trump and ICE. They're trying to yuck our yum while things are coming undone. I mean, we're all literally just flesh suits living on some hurling rock that's spinning in space. A bunch of hunks of meat walking around like, oh, my fake jobby job. Ooh, time to send an email and go on my Peloton herder. And yet we're animals on the precipice of doom and destruction. Seriously, let the girls and gays and cis straight guys such as moi-self have a little something. Smell your fingers. If it smells like pumpkin spice, life ain't so bad. So let's squash the beef and gourd our hearts from hate. Because for some of us, pumpkin season is the difference between thriving and unaliving. Pull up the apps, DoorDash a Starby, and cup that thing with both hands. It's like they always say, FAFO, fall abounds. I'm freaking out. It's the Pumpkin Spice app, betches. We're gonna live forever. Hey!
Welcome to Millennial Excellence. It's the Pumpkin Spice show of Millennial Excellence. Josiah, I'm sorry if you heard me pour a little bit water during your sexy.
I did hear you pour a little bit water. I thought there's a little bit water.
It was a beverage. It's liquid. Well, pumpkin spice. I think of it. I think latte is implied.
Latte is implied. I mean, we'll get into it. But
okay.
First of all, how you doing over there? You have anything off the top that you want to say?
Well, I guess as excited as I am to get into the episode, Josiah, I'm perturbed.
Uh-oh. Miles is perturbed. Ring the perturbed bell.
I'm perturbed, Josiah. I'm perturbed.
What's perturbing you?
We've been working so hard on this show. We've been trying. Believe it or not, we've been trying.
That is true. Day one, we said, let's try. And it was uncomfortable for both of us because we're both aloof wives, to say something topical.
Aloof wives? What?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay, we'll get into that. But I'm perturbed because despite all our efforts, we still haven't devised a suitable tagline for our endeavor. That's
true, and I understand that sometimes everything's a work in progress, a whip, as they say, as I've said before. And, testing can be helpful, A, B, C, D, etc., all the letters, you know them, you love them. But at some point you do have to ship, and I'm all about shipping quickly on a regular schedule, and I want to ship a tagline, but we haven't found one.
Well, my approach, after doing some brainstorming, and I just thought I wanted to bring in a tagline that was really earnest and sincere. No jokes or nothing. Because we're both so young.
Thank you.
And that's the thing. Millennials, we're the generation that is 35, looks like we're 23. Our backs hurt like we're 65, and yet we're brain rotted like 17-year-olds. And for that reason, I thought our tagline could be Millennial and Excellence, the Miles and Josiah show. Two men growing up in public, one episode at a time.
Oh my God. I guess the one issue is that you said Millennial and Excellence, but otherwise I liked the tagline. Other than that,
damn it!
But we'll have to see.
God damn it! Fuck! I always fuck everything up.
He really is perturbed, folks, and that's what you know. Miles, I have a feeling that I already know the answer, but what do you think of pumpkin spice? Let's start with the latte. What do you think of the pumpkin spice latte beverage?
Well,
seasonal delivery.
Well, what do you think I'm going to say?
I'm going to think you're going to say it's too sweet and it's not healthy enough and you prefer umami and kimchi.
Yeah, I want to freaking...
You'd probably prefer if it was an actual damn pumpkin in there.
I want a freaking miso caramel latte.
That sounds good as hell.
Salted miso caramel.
Uh-huh.
With some dashi flake. That's what I want. I like pumpkin spice. I love pumpkin pie. That's my favorite fall pie. Well, I like apple pie, but I love pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin spice. Or I love spicy treat. I like a spiced cookie. I like a snickerdoodle.
Uh-huh.
I like pumpkin spice. I like a natural pumpkin spice latte, like one with real pumpkin butter in it. That's what I like.
Ooh, okay. Now we're talking. Yeah.
What about you?
I think, like, I used to, when I was younger, and a little bit more of sweet tooth. I mean, I've literally, while I've been waiting for you to start the episode, I've just been straight up eating candy at my desk, and I'm not proud of it, but we had some friends over.
What kind of candy?
Well, we had some friends over for a movie night, and we bought too much candy, so I was having some fuzzy peaches. And I was...
What movie?
We watched E.T. and Mac and Me back to back, which was really fun. It was a really fun, wholesome time, but I thought, well, I'm just going to, like, only take 3 candies from the kitchen and then come sit here, but then you still weren't back yet, so I just did, like, multiple trips to the kitchen for more individual candies, like a rat going up to a treat release device. So yeah, I still have a sweet tooth, but I think I have, and I think sort of the yin and yang of this episode is the specter of just a good old black cup of joe. And I do lean that way more now. I don't typically enjoy cream in my coffee, but there was a time when I enjoyed getting Starbucks and trying out the different things. So I actually think, ironically, I was projecting onto you that a pumpkin spice latte at this point is too sweet for me. But I don't mind the flavor. And
yeah.
If I'm going to Starbucks now, I'll get a cold foam cold brew, but with no pumps in the cold. Just black cold brew, but then a little bit of flavor in the foam on top. And that is just a delightful treat.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I like their cold foam. Well, I like nitro.
But I don't know. I think that pumpkin spice as a concept is one of those things that mostly exists. I think there was maybe 10 days that it existed as something that people earnestly loved, and now it's enjoyed in such a self-aware way that it exists specifically as self-parody or to hate on or to express confusion that there are so many different pumpkin spice products now.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that. I guess it's like, it just seems I mean, the show's Millennial Excellence, right? But it does seem like the pumpkin spice has trickled upwards. It's trickled older.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an early millennial thing, but I also think that it's part of it's a thing that millennials like to celebrate in order to tease their older Gen X brothers and sisters, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe it's a narcissism of petty differences between Gen X and millennials. I feel like a 60-year-old woman, which I guess is at this point is like Gen X, boomer, cusp. We're learning so much about cusp generations.
I guess like cusp is not really a word that you normally would use other than talking about generations, or perhaps if you feel like you're on the cusp of a breakthrough. But otherwise, you're not saying like, oh, watch that drink. It's on the cusp of the table. It's going to fall over because it's on the cusp.
Astrology people say cusp. Mm-hmm. I think we should have a no cusp December.
Do you mean not say the word or try to avoid talking about cuspy things?
Both. I think you have to pick one or the other in December.
Okay. That's fair. What were you saying about the cusp while you're indulging the cusp?
I think pumpkin spice is kind of boomer it's kind of country. It's like for a rural boomer. It's like when you go go into you're at a tourist town with leaf peepers.
What is a leaf peeper?
It's in a wooded area that in a seasonal part of the country where the leaves change colors in the fall. Mm-hmm. And so like a
leaf
cottage
peeper is a person who goes to look at
to peep them.
Okay.
Yep.
I see.
So in a cottage community where you might find various artisanal shops, those are very pumpkin spicy. Like it's like like gifts for country bumpkins.
Right.
Very pumpkin spice.
Well, I did send you this URL to the Discord, which is for thepioneerwoman.com, which I think is what you're describing. But I thought maybe it's on topic that maybe we could each pick one or two of these pumpkin spice jokes just to sort of ease into this difficult conversation with some levity. So I don't know if you want to grab a couple or would you rather not do this at all and we could just edit it out.
Yeah, sure. Are you still there? Oh, no, we should do this. If my silence seemed to have been a glitch in our recording software.
That was actually like the most perfect call and response smoothness that you've ever done conversationally with me. So I don't know what you read as a glitch because it sounded perfect. It was perfectly timed. I don't know what the glitch was. It was perfect.
Okay, great. Well, I'll pick. Why do pumpkins perform so poorly in school? I think you should guess. I think you should prove how funny you are and try to devise your own punchline.
I naturally grabbed that one.
Well,
so
right,
maybe do a different one, and I'll think of a punchline.
Okay, this one I think this is like a logical riddle that I think you can figure out.
Okay.
What is a pumpkin's favorite sport?
Basketball, because it's the same as the head is the same as the ball.
Do you think that's funny, Josiah? Do you think basketball?
You said it was a riddle. You said logic. Use logic. A pumpkin's favorite sport is, of course, squash.
That's right. You got it correct. Try me.
All right. You promise you're not looking?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Why would... Oh my God. This one is... Why was Cinderella sticky at the ball? I don't think...
Because she pulled up in like a pumpkin carriage.
Yeah, you're right. You got it.
Really?
Yeah. Good. I guess that was the insinuation of something much worse. Great. Well, this has been awesome.
Let's do another. This is like that LinkedIn game we play.
I honestly hate that the group chat that we're in has moved to LinkedIn and everyone plays this game, which is first of all activating my extremely competitive nature and it doesn't load fast enough. And then I play the game and then immediately after I read all these LinkedIn posts that make me want to kill myself immediately after. It's the worst. And Seamus is so good at it.
He's so good at I think he is in the top 1% of that game. Well, on that note, where do pumpkins hold professional meetings?
Where do they hold professional meetings? Mm-hmm. Microsoft Teams, Google Meet. There's nothing there.
In person. Think in person.
The boardroom. The office.
Oh, you're warm.
The patch. The
cooler.
I honestly don't know. Where do they hold? Did you say business meetings?
Yeah.
The gourd room.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Phew. All right. What did? Well, that. I mean, I don't. I keep grabbing ones that seem like you're not going to be able to get because they're so ridiculous. Okay. I mean, I'm just going to say this one just for fun. How does a pumpkin listen to Halloween music? on Vine. Oh, it's pretty good.
That's
one.
fun.
I like that one. I don't think you would have gotten it though. I'm not trying to get you. You know.
I know that is obtuse.
What do you call an athletic pumpkin?
I'm guessing it's a gourd theme.
It's not. No, it's not.
Okay.
It's a pumpkin. I'll give you a hint that it's a classic pumpkin thing a phrase that I don't think we've touched on yet.
A jacked o-lantern?
Oh, close. Yeah, that was close. It was a jock o-lantern, but I think yours is better.
Oh, okay.
Actually.
Yeah, mine is better.
So that was a nice little icebreaker, but I think we really got to talk about pumpkin spice. That was a little spice.
We need to use icebreakers more frequently, I think.
Especially with our guest. Actually, I think we need to figure out, and we should do it on mic together, when we have a guest and it's running too long, how do we pull the cord without obviously doing it? Because last week I told you...
how would a pumpkin do it?
How would a pumpkin pull a cord? Pull the gourd.
Exactly, yes.
Right, so we should pull the gourd. That's what we'll say next time. It's going too long. Do you want to learn about the origin of pumpkin spice? I had a New York Times article, but I realized that probably if the listeners had to choose, us quietly skimming an article in our heads is probably slightly worse than us talking over a video that they can't see, but only slightly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick with the video. So this is from our friends at BuzzFeed, the origin of pumpkin spice. It's 6 minutes long. We won't do the whole thing. We can skip around or something.
Okay.
Behold, it's that time of year when you can find pumpkin spice anything. Pumpkin spice Cheerios, butter, pumpkin spice protein powder.
It's really not playing very well.
Pumpkin spice dog treats.
Dog treats.
Hard to believe,
people do like to list off all the various pumpkin. The pumpkin spice latte at this point is quaint.
Everything she listed, I thought was a pretty reasonable use of pumpkin spice.
It's true.
Can't help but fall for today. Do you see what I did? Did you like that, or was that cheesy? This is why we're.
She said cheesy, and it showed cheese in the background.
Ready? Let's go.
Kind of cool.
To truly understand pumpkin spice, we have to start with the history of
Dude, that fucking intro wasn't included in the 6 minutes? God damn.
A smaller, more bitter
What do you...
pumpkin took its
Oh, I
first
see what you
baby
mean.
steps. Today, we're more into,
I thought you were
pumpkins
meditating on
than
time.
actually eating them. But back in the day, pumpkin was a popular food. Over thousands of years, people indigenous to the
I can't do that. I literally can't do this. But I think the point is that pumpkins, you have to remember, because one of the Gen X complaints about pumpkin spice is that it has no pumpkin, as we'll get to. But it's because they're describing pumpkin spice, the spices that you would put in a pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Well, is there any other things that is true for?
Oh, we could invent like a new sort of a name for it that annoying people could bring up at parties. Like, oh, you're describing an example of a grimmer. I don't know. Are there? There must be.
I guess like those crab chips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They don't have crab in them?
Nope, just Old Bay.
Apparently Starbucks was initially going to call it something else, actually. I think it was called like the fall harvest drink or something instead of pumpkin spice. So they didn't. But it's just like, it's also just like, it was going to be called the fall harvest latte or maybe the pumpkin brulee latte.
Pumpkin brulee?
Yeah. Which
I don't mind that.
That feels like the name of a character in a later Will Ferrell movie. They're like, oh, this is pumpkin brulee. You're like, come on, guys, you're not even trying anymore.
What's a later Will Ferrell movie?
I don't know, you've stumped me. I don't know.
Like when's the early period? I guess is like the SNL shit.
I mean, like his denouement, like after Anchorman, when it's like he's just coasting, doing some shit.
Right.
Are you okay over there?
Doing shit with John Heater.
Oh, yeah.
Foreshadowing.
Hey, I want to show you this New York Times one, mostly because this is the craziest explainer voice I've ever heard. This is called Pumpkin Spice Now with 0% Pumpkin. What's in it? Pumpkin flavor.
Nielsen reports indicate that pumpkin
Nielsen
is
reports?
rocketing toward its biggest year ever as a processed
It sounds like a
flavor.
joke.
The industry's biggest
The
secret
industry.
That's what
often is little or no actual pumpkin in it. Pumpkin's delicate, earthy taste
That's like-
is too subtle.
Not to keep talking about current events and steering us into political discourse, but the Sydney Sweeney thing where she was talking to that was it GQ or something that was going viral.
I have no idea. I know what you mean, but I did not dig into the context any further.
That girl's facial expression interviewing her there is a thing that I think like writerly media people do in their voices and facial expressions to communicate expertise, and I think this guy is doing it as well.
To the heavier formulas in many processed foods. Instead, manufacturers opt for the potent in your
But I find it
face
so hard to care or
cinnamon,
listen to
nutmeg,
YouTube videos.
cloves. But even those things might not
Well, that's
Those things.
mixes oils from real spices or their synthetic equivalents with as many as 80.
Yeah, I feel like these videos are made
The properties of
for
mimic
this.
taste and
It's like these-
sensations of pumpkin pie.
Like they were just
Never
made for
mind.
us to talk over.
Yes.
They
Yes.
exist purely to be
buttery notes,
lightly
cycloteas,
jabbed at.
toasted maple-like
Yeah.
Pon de
simulating
pod.
the taste of the pie crust. Vanillin is a critical component.
So I don't know what this guy's talking. I think he's just saying, because it says now with 0% pumpkin, he's just pointing out that pumpkin spice latte. But like, what does pumpkin itself taste like? Does it even have a flavor? We kept saying squash and gourd earlier, so does it kind of just taste like butternut
Yeah.
squash?
Yeah, I think so. You've never encountered an edible pumpkin on its own?
I don't-
Like a slice of roasted pumpkin or some pumpkin soup or anything?
Yeah, I guess I've had pumpkin soup, but again, I think you're mostly tasting like ginger and
Cream.
seasoning.
Yeah.
Not really like I've never eaten just like raw pumpkin. I don't think. Have you?
You've never bitten into one like an apple?
Apple. Yeah, is that what you were biting into on the Bugs Bunny episode?
Yeah, one of my one of my lingering pumpkins. I like the idea of a latent pumpkin.
But yeah, I mean, I think
I've tried it. Like when you're carving when you're carving the jack-o'-lantern.
Oh yeah, it's like so
it's
stringy.
natural to want to taste.
Right. Yeah, I guess.
How about those pumpkin seeds?
pumpkin seeds? No, they're good, but again, yeah, they're very like health food seeming. Like pumpkin seeds, I'm like, was there an article once that those are healthier than sesame seeds?
Yes.
So that's why everyone was
Yes.
eating them for a while.
It's trending.
Yeah,
they're
it's-
protein dense.
Yeah, see, that's kind of annoying. But again, like pumpkin itself is kind of health food coded, whereas pumpkin spice has this sort of naughty treat element to it, which I think is very millennial. But yeah, it is. It should be called a pumpkin pie latte, perhaps, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, and I think that has a nice ring to it too.
Maybe it's too decadent. When they were testing it, they thought it's too decadent to say pumpkin pie, even though. I mean, don't get me started on the people at the airport ordering a fucking milkshake at Starbucks at 7 in the damn morning.
Why? You don't want to get started because you're gonna
I'll do my
rave about
Yeah,
how
I'll do
good it is?
I'm gonna turn into Bill Hicks or something. I think once you become a black coffee person, it's hard not to become the Gen X ranter. In fact, before we continue, I wanted to play this at the end, but this is a recent example in pop culture of Gen X commenting on barista culture, and this is not about pumpkin spice, but it is still within the realm. We know that this is about pumpkin spice, even if it's not. This is from the show Louder Milk, which is some sort of like lost streaming, deep in the streaming menu show starring the guy from Office Space. Have you heard of this show? Louder Milk. I don't know.
No.
He's wearing a Mud Honey shirt in this scene. This show was shot in Vancouver. My band Prenups 7-inch was featured in one of the scenes because my friend made sure the set dressing had it right there. So I basically been on the show. I basically wrote this scene. But am I boring you, Miles?
That was audible. I'm just sleepy, dude. I'm
Welcome.
sleepy.
Hey.
I'm actually, dude. You're not gonna like this, but I'm laying down.
Wow, that's cool. This is like therapy.
Yeah, I'm laying down on the couch, just kind of therapeutic style.
That's a great pod method. Well, anyways,
I think I'm gonna get into some real shit.
We're gonna unlock it through pumpkin spice. Check out this scene from Loudermilk about what it's like to just want to order a damn coffee nowadays.
What can I get you?
I'd like a large coffee.
Okay, so hot coffee.
Hot coffee.
Okay, room for cream.
Totally leave room for cream.
Why are you talking like that?
Why are you talking like that?
Because this is my voice?
This is my voice.
No, it's not. I heard you talking a minute ago. I know you don't talk like that.
Neither do you, because nobody actually talks like this. You choose to talk like this, and today I chose to talk like this. Pretty fucking annoying, isn't it?
Why are you so rude, man?
Just stop doing that.
I can't help it. This is my voice.
No, it's not. It's an affectation that annoying teenagers and rich people use to sound like they don't give a shit. Except you work in a coffee shop, so I know you're not rich, and you don't look like a teenager. Unless you're Eunice Kennedy Shriver.
This is blowing up on Facebook.
So just because I talk like this means I don't give
Really?
a shit?
Yeah.
And what exactly am I supposed to not give a shit about?
That's an excellent question to ask yourself in your actual voice.
Excuse me.
This is.
Some
I
of us
feel
would
like
like to
this is a
order.
really common trope of these like D tier comedy shows where they try to do like a Curb thing or like a Louis thing, but they don't realize that you aren't supposed to like the main character. So they make the main character an asshole and the voice of reason at the same time.
Oh, that's so astute. Absolutely.
Rob Schneider had a show called Real Rob that was like that, where he was trying to do everything at once, but he's just like a freak.
He's trying to have it both ways. That's so true. I mean, I think also there's just an endless supply of these D tier movies and TV shows that have coffee shop scenes where you're just trying to get a black cup of coffee. And I think, again, that's kind of the yin and yang to the pumpkin spice, which immediately was the object of scorn. For example, with my boy, John Oliver, who loves... what did he used to do? They'd say he eviscerates something? Whenever it'd go viral.
Yeah.
Across the nation means that we are all looking at this and thinking, I don't know why, but I simply have to drink that.
He's pointing at a large-looking
it's that
pumpkin.
Special time of year where we voluntarily imbibe pumpkin spice lattes, the coffee that tastes like a candle. And
go on.
He's based on his accent. I think he's from a different country, right?
Yes, that's true.
And you're also from a different country.
Yeah.
But why is John Oliver an American commentator?
So you're saying that if someone's not born in America, they could never become an American citizen, essentially.
I'm saying he should be he should be on quiz shows and talking about the top of the pops.
It's true. I think maybe it's because, like, by being British, he just seems smarter, so it feels like you have a bit of sophistication in your living room. Someone's sticking it to you, but everything he said so far, pumpkin spice latte tastes like a candle. I don't think that's true.
And I don't mean it.
No, it doesn't make
candle
sense because the
smells.
candle.
Pumpkin spice lattes taste like a candle tastes. But what is strange is that pumpkin spice foods inexplicably seem to grow more omnipresent every year, even though there's no actual pumpkin in the drinks. Kind of like how everyone you meet calls himself a DJ all of a sudden, when what they really mean is that they own an iPad
this is
and have
older.
been to a party.
Yeah, okay.
But apparently, each American eats more than 5 pounds of pumpkin.
We'll probably have to do an
Yeah,
episode
this is
about
like-
which is
DJing
more
as
than
an
the amount of
identity.
pumpkin in
This is 11
Yeah.
years ago,
pumpkin
which still
pies.
feels a bit
And
late.
pumpkin pie is the most seasonal food there is. It is only good from the moment Thanksgiving dinner ends.
But so this one's 11 years old, but then even 2 years ago, if you want, well, this is a Canadian, I guess, as well.
Fall, which means the entire universe
My
will
goat,
once again be
Ryan
losing
Reynolds.
its mind for pumpkin spice.
He's Canadian, but he's
He's on the team, right?
Well, not on aviation.
The American
Not on
team,
my
Team
Yeah.
America.
Let's make a Negroni.
Yeah, I think he's America by proxy.
First, take 1 part each of bitter red liqueur.
He's making a pumpkin spice Negroni.
No, he was simply using pumpkin spice as the scapegoat to introduce his Negroni with his gin. Now, I feel like I don't want to talk about this all the time because it keeps me up at night, but is he Reddit?
Dude.
Because you said that superheroes are not
actually.
Reddit. We'll have to think about it.
I think he's Reddit. Oh, that's so interesting.
He is, because Marvel shit is Reddit as well. It's just that Reddit is everywhere. All of the world is Reddit now. We live in Reddit.
What was he most known for pre-Marvel? I
the
agree
movie
that
Waiting,
Deadpool,
the sex comedy Waiting, I think.
Waiting is Waiting Reddit. I don't think Waiting's Reddit. Waiting's like a DVD you watch with an auxiliary friend group in high school. And I don't think it's Reddit.
Oh, Lord.
Wasn't he in a movie called like Fall Guy or something?
Yeah, that was after Deadpool.
That was
I think.
Reddit.
Yeah, he's Reddit.
I think Deadpool is Reddit, but like Marvel movies writ large are not.
But even the breaking the fourth wall, looking at the camera, winking, is that not Reddit? Just writ large?
Yeah, that's Reddit. I just said Deadpool.
No,
okay.
No, the Marvel movies have that.
Yeah, but I think people over-index for that. I think like actual Marvel movie fans, like the general moving-going populace, like they think it's moving. They think Marvel movies are like emotionally stirring.
And Reddit cannot be that. What if we change the show to just be about Reddit?
Is it Reddit?
Is it Reddit? That could be a segment each week.
Yeah, maybe that's how we like. I think like because the ending segment is it millennial excellence is
it's pretty
kind
bad.
of like
it's not really working.
Well, it's not bad, but it's just by nature of us choosing the topic, it is millennial excellence,
right? But is it Reddit?
So maybe.
Okay, let's loop back around on pumpkin spice. Decide if it's Reddit at the end.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. Let's check out some of the coffees themselves before we move into some other things. So this is going full nerd.
Easy. You wouldn't believe how much coffee I drank today.
Going full nerd. This is awesome.
So check it out. Every year I kind of sit back, peep, and watch all of these commercials talking about pumpkin spice this, pumpkin spice that, pumpkin spice this. So I said, you know what? I'm finally going to try some pumpkin
years of watching
spice
the commercials.
coffee. So I went to 2 separate
I love the idea of hearing about it from a commercial.
Donuts and number 2, Starbucks. Now don't get it twisted. It's not easy to sit back and go full nerd. You know, it's not easy to,
That's
to
so
do that.
true.
So I need a little bit of caffeine in my
It's
system
not easy.
every day. That's why I get on Periscope and I do coffee time in the morning with
Periscope.
Nerd.
I forgot about Periscope.
Oh, we should do that. We should do that.
So I got in the car before I even smelled any coffee and took a trip over to Dunkin' Donuts. Picked up.
Are you
pumpkin spice latte. I said,
a
"Let me get
Java
small,"
addict like me?
I didn't know if I was going to like
Mouse?
it or not. I'm not a pumpkin spice person. I'm not a pumpkin person.
Yeah.
I eat sweet
Yeah,
potatoes.
absolutely.
I like
Yeah, I
sweet
don't know how to.
potatoes.
Yeah,
I don't do
yeah. Can you hear me?
pumpkin
Yes.
spice. And then I'm,
Hello?
hop back in the car.
Oh, God.
Took a trip.
I'm here.
On over to Starbucks.
I'm
and
here.
I went in there and I had to, get my Starbucks voice on.
Did something happen?
Okay. Yes, I love Java. I'm a Java addict.
Just ask you one question.
I think
and you start
it glitched
crashing
out. Yeah,
out.
I love.
You start freaking out every time I ask you a question. Good Lord. Anyways, the TLDR of going full nerd is that he complains at the price of Starbucks, and he appreciates the price of Dunkin'. I didn't when I scrubbed it for a second. I didn't watch the ending to see which was better, but obviously Starbucks is expensive. It's a luxury item at this point. Don't you think? I mean, you can't complain that Dunkin's cheaper and it tastes worse. Am I not right?
No, I think you're right. But I don't really drink coffee from Dunkin'. There's not really a really big Dunkin' presence in my area.
Oh, really? I mean, I get it. I get it on a whim when I'm driving around your fine country, and it tastes like shit. And I also can't believe, despite the implication of the word Dunkin', not to mention the second word being donuts, how bad the donuts are. They're awful.
Well, I think they rebranded. I don't think the new signs have donuts on it.
They rebranded?
I said no, Josiah. I said rebranded on accident.
Okay, because I was thinking when Woke 2 comes back and the brands pivot back to being woke, we could say they rebranded. Could be a good...
like Brandon or the former president.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
All right, let's check out a couple more. This is a review of just pumpkin spice coffee from Walmart's great value brand. So I think this one is going to be bad no matter what.
I told you guys that I would review the pumpkin spice coffee from Great Value from Walmart. It is amazing. Like, it's just as good as like the name brand coffees, and it's getting cool out here. It's like, I don't know, it's like extremely cool, but it feels so good. So
I think we've already talked about this, but there's something about food review videos where it's such a funny format because you can only say something is good or bad, and it's so subjective.
For 12 of them, they're like $4.94. You can't go wrong.
Well,
like you can buy 2 packs of those.
I think I don't know if that's true.
And especially these ones are.
You could really go for it.
These ones are so much
about. You could talk about the mouthfeel.
It says medium roast, but it's not. It's like which I make it the biggest cup, so maybe if I make it smaller, it'd be stronger. But it's more. Like
I guess she's kind of getting into it.
Roast, but at the same time you kind of get that dark finish.
So much of them are also about the price, which I feel like price is besides the point. If you want to indulge in pumpkin spice, you should have. If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it, in my opinion. When it comes to pumpkin spice,
you think pumpkin spice is like this high end.
Yeah. At this point, when Starbucks hits me with the price, I'm like, add some more stuff to it. Let's put this through the roof. I want to get a phone call from my bank when I charge this.
What's like a normal price of like? What do people think a coffee should cost? A latte. What's acceptable?
I think when people are saying, I think we recently talked about this. When people are saying, you know, this app is cheaper than a weekly coffee or whatever, I think that implies $5, right?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think a latte is $5.
And I think, currently, Canada, a latte at Starbucks is definitely like $7 or $8 because of our weak dollar. But honestly, if someone charges me $5 for a drip coffee, I don't care. That's fine. I don't mind at all.
I know.
Charge me more. I don't care.
And then you tip, too. You got to tip those baristas so they like you.
You have to. Oh, my God. I know. Actually, my little hack that I do, which I don't think is a hack because I'm pretty sure they've built it into the price, is I get my beans from a place where they give me a free cup of coffee when I get beans. And then I just buy beans way too often and have too many beans. But in my mind, I'm practically making money off of it.
That is nice. How do you make your coffee at home? Should we talk about that? Because I think this lady puts a lot of milk in it. She seems to brew a big cup, which might be weak.
And also, what she said about that it's supposed to be a medium roast, but she made it too big. That's not really how medium roast works. Whether it's diluted or not, is it?
No, but I like that. Like I like that kind of thinking.
Actually, this is another question I've had. I haven't had a podcast in so many years. There's been these sort of dormant thoughts I haven't been able to put out into the universe. It's tangentially related. But if I am drinking caffeinated tea, say I'm having green tea, okay? will I get more caffeine if I put more water in, or if I leave the bag in less water for longer, or is there just a set limit of the amount of caffeine that can go into the tea?
Yeah, I think some tea heads could answer this better. There is like some teas where it's like when you extract it the second time, it tastes better and there's more caffeine.
Yeah, I don't understand that. But well, you go first with your. I'd love to know your coffee setup at home.
Certainly, I have a grinder.
Yeah.
I have a gooseneck kettle, and I'm only brewing coffee for myself, so I simply use an AeroPress for a nice, rich, well-extracted cup of black coffee. And sometimes, if I really want the good stuff, I dilute it with a little bit of cold tap water so it's at a chugging temperature.
Ooh, interesting. Like, so it's
Your turn.
lukewarm? It's like tastes like a coffee that's been out for a while?
Sometimes, yeah.
Are we doing brand reveals or no?
Brand reveals of what?
Like your grinder? Or is it just like an electric grinder, or is it a Japanese hand crank?
No, it is an electric burr grinder. I don't think the brand isn't that fancy. I don't recall what it is. It was like the probably lower middle tier option.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I upgraded my coffee setup when I was extremely employed, and I am now mostly unemployed at this juncture. So it's interesting to think about some of the decisions I've made in the last year. But I have a grinder that's like a fancy white one from some I think it was like a Kickstarter grinder. But I heard that it didn't get, because we used to have a burr grinder where the grinds would get stuck inside the plastic cup, and there would just be grinds everywhere. So I heard this one was better. I think it's called Fellow or something. And there's still grounds everywhere at all times, and it's very infuriating. But I also have a Mocha Master drip, which is very delicious. It makes a great pot of coffee, and it has the sort of diner style heating pad. So you got a nice second cup waiting for you when you're ready for it, let me tell you. So it's great. But speaking of, actually, if you want to, I know that you're into healthy eating. This is how to make a healthy pumpkin spice latte at home from True Media. Oh, whoa, what's this? An ad? Bikini Sense. I skipped ahead. I didn't see this beautiful intro.
I'm interested
in... It's time to make some coffee and get going for the day. Today I'm going to make a pumpkin spice latte, and we're going to do it the healthy way. So you're going to need a cup of almond milk, which is only 40 calories for a whole cup. And then you're going to need some pumpkin spice.
Yeah.
I feel... Correct me if I'm wrong, as someone who very little cares about this sort of thing. The fake milks are about the same calorific as regular skim, no?
I don't... Oh, skim?
Or maybe not skim. Yeah, maybe skim.
No, I don't know. I mean, this looks like it's about 15 years old. If this video was being made today, these freaks would be like, "Oh, we're going to use our
butter,
whole milk, grass-fed butter." Yeah.
Bulletproof coffee.
I think bulletproof coffee was good. That's also out of date, but I like it. I think putting a little butter in your coffee makes sense.
It seems good.
I'm with it.
My whole family's full of coffee freaks, and my dad was making like breve lattes for a while that were just like thick.
Yeah, with cream.
Yeah, which is too much for me.
Vanilla extract.
Yeah.
And stevia, and of course some double brewed coffee, or double strength coffee, I should say. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm going to put the recipe below, and then I'll also list some alternatives for some of the ingredients. There's different ways you can do this.
Whip it up.
Anyway,
Let's see.
First of all, I'm warming up 1 cup of almond milk on the stove here. And the reason I'm warming it up on the stove
almond milk burns easily.
So usually Almond milk shouldn't curdle. I'm not sure. I've never.
It's
once
you go on vid, it starts curdling.
If you're using regular milk like skim milk, this is the way you want to heat
skim.
it up.
It doesn't
curdle on you. Once you have that hot, I've already brewed
Who's
my
doing all this
coffee
shit in the
over here.
morning?
I have a frappuccino maker.
I know.
So I just brewed
A
my coffee
frappuccino
up top
maker.
and it goes into the blender. If you don't have one of these, all
What
you
kind of
do
accent
is
does
do
she
a,
have?
double strength batch
Minnesota?
of coffee, and you will need 2
Yeah.
ounces.
Upper Midwest.
Which is 1/4 of a cup of double strength
Great
brewed
Lakes
coffee,
region.
And throw that into your blender, and then you'll
I'm always
have
so confused by
1/8 of a
ounces as a
teaspoon of
Canadian.
vanilla and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pumpkin spice.
I know we
And
don't
then
have
you'll want
ounces up here.
1/4 teaspoon of
Really? Even as units
or if
of
you wanna use regular sugar, you can go
Oh,
ahead
never
and
mind.
we do
It's
grams.
only weight.
Grams.
The almond milk only
Coffee
has
heads
40
do grams.
calories
I
for
do
a whole
grams
cup, so this
for
is
my
a
coffee.
really low cal coffee. Basically, once that milk is heated up, I can
Something's
throw
wrong
that
with me
into
where
the
5
blender
seconds
with
into
my
every YouTube
ingredients.
video, I just feel
The
this
blender
searing
just gets
rage
kinda
at
nice
how
and
boring it
frothy,
is.
and then pour into your coffee cup, and voila, you have a pumpkin spice latte.
She's giving us no instructions whatsoever. Also,
Wait, what is she? Why is she blending hot?
Okay, and then I just
What?
sprinkle a little bit more pumpkin spice on top. And
Wait,
I'm
where
gonna
is the
enjoy my
coffee in
to get me
this?
going for the day. Enjoy.
she said she's gonna share the recipe. Man, fuck that. Well, there's people making other stuff with pumpkin as well, and I thought I would show you a couple of those. Specifically, this video I thought was really good. Oh no, it can't be played. I'm gonna share the link with you on chat here. We can watch it together for a second because the
Okay.
title alone is so good. It's how to make pumpkin spice hard candy, and it is 45 minutes long, and it's just a kid making.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me. So, a few people have been requesting this video, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I know it's pretty late.
Opens with also this channel is called Gaming with That
few
Guy
people.
22420. A few people have been requesting this.
I got the munchies and I want some pumpkin spice candy, so I think this is going to be the best way to do it. We're going to go ahead and just go live and do it. It's probably going to be about a 45-50 minute stream.
He said it's going to be about a
we're gonna go
45
start
minute
to finish.
stream.
Everything.
I know,
like
he's
I said, I
precise.
really want to make the candy, and since other people want to see it, might as well show them too. So we're going to need some corn syrup, some sugar, and some water. I'm going to go ahead and put my phone down in there real quick. And I'm not going to be very active in the so anybody who joins, I probably won't be too active right now. So you're going to need a 1.5 cups of sugar. I got that right here. I'm using a little bit less, so I'm just going to cut my recipe down just a bit. So 1.5 cups of sugar. Go ahead and put that right into the bowl.
Maybe you can explain this to me,
3/4
Miles.
of a cup of corn syrup. I'm going to use a little bit less, about 2.5 probably.
I get that it's fun to do stuff, but first of all, hard candies are not desirable in any way whatsoever. They're famously known as a punishment. And second of all, just go to the store if you're craving a hard candy.
Well, I was interested. Yes, that is true. They do not satiate you. I don't think hard candies are a punishment. I think sometimes they're nice. Like a mint is a hard candy. I like mints. I like sour hard candies. But he goes, I have the munchies, which implies that he's stoned.
Right.
And the idea that you're gonna like a stoned guy's gonna take 45 minutes to like make a precisely measured confection, like rural candy kitchen confection is very
bizarre.
Yeah.
Should we skip to a time code? If you look in the comments, we could go to hands-on, careful this candy is hot, or stretching. I kind of want to see him stretching it, so I'm going to click 3210.
To cut it. But for right now,
he's got his gloves.
He's got the gardening
This is pretty
gloves.
cool, actually.
It is kind of cool. I think I'm just jealous.
But it actually smells really good.
He just literally said, I'm not a fan of pumpkin spice, but it smells good.
So you really want to be careful with that because it will get very hot. You definitely
This guy's actually like
it might not seem
good
like
at what
it.
he does.
This is hot candy right here. And
I respect it.
I mean, it's 300 degrees, when it came out.
I came in hating, but I respect it so much.
Me too, actually. It's because in my mind, I think I get too deep into like, monetizing or marketing or thinking, what are you doing with your time? But it's actually kind of beautiful to be alone in your parents' home.
I'm just kind of shaping it now. I'm just
making a pumpkin spice hard candy for 45 minutes 8 years ago.
If I want it to be a circle, I'm going to shape it like this to where it's going to be a cylinder type shape rather than just a big...
Okay, I'm going to go to 40-second mark for the wrap-up and review. 40-minute mark.
Save those, and you can crush them up really small, and you can use those as sprinkles for any type of dessert. You could just use those as sprinkles. And it works perfectly fine. Look at that. It just cracked right off. Look at that. It's like a little candy cane. It just broke right off.
Okay, I love this
cool,
guy.
you could just
gaming with that guy.
And you can actually make things on accident if you don't try to make anything.
I like when people say on accident instead of by accident. I mean, it's so played out at this point, but it's a nice vibe.
I would I did it. Yeah, I would say accidentally. I wouldn't use either.
You don't even want to participate in the binary. Well, so
I abstain.
That was that one, and then this other one called Fermenting Homebrew Pumpkin Spice Ale. I thought was a really scary looking video and watch together here. There's just a towel around this beastly. It's so nightmarish.
I know, it looks like a condom.
Yeah, look at that shit in there. Oh my god. Does that look good to you?
No, it looks foul.
It looks foul.
It looks utterly foul.
Yeah, so those are like some other things that people make with pumpkin spice. There's also this guy who actually has an entire channel reviewing pumpkin spice products. And when I first found him, he was a child making joke videos, and it seems like this is his entire life now. He has like a beautiful intro song and does all kinds of pumpkin spice products. So I'm wondering if we just need pumpkin spice for the entire farm industry surrounding it.
Can we make a animated intro like that for our show?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, good.
We're gonna hire someone, or you trying to use AI? Is that what you're trying to do?
I think maybe we should learn how to do it.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Hello, and welcome back to Ben's Pumpkin Spice Reviews.
So this guy, Ben's Pumpkin Spice Reviews, is literally dressed exactly like the SNL character David S. Pumpkins, but there's no bit here. He's dead serious about this shit. This is a lifestyle, and he probably was even offended by that sketch, I would imagine.
I'm Flaccid Fanny, filling in for Ben. Today we're going to try...
Oh, maybe that's a joke.
The Negris Pumpkin Spice Apple Cider Vinegar. In theory, that works. I've tried some pumpkin spice ciders, and those have been very good.
Do you like vinegar?
A version of that.
Yeah, I kind of. Not to throw back to. I still had the Shoppy Shop product listing open on my computer, and I found my favorite drinking vinegar, Acid League, that I was making cocktails with for a little bit.
And the ingredients are organic apple
really
cider
good.
vinegar, organic concentrated grape must, organic carrot juice, organic pumpkin juice, pumpkin spice, and natural flavoring. All right.
What do you think of this guy?
I think he has a really cool look to him.
You know what? Smells like apple cider vinegar, but delicious.
Yeah, he seems very kind of macho.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. I don't know what I
don't know. I mean, I think I don't know what I think about being devoted to pumpkin things.
Yeah, it's a bit. I'm wondering if he feels trapped with it, that he has to.
Certainly. He's probably, and this is the busy season of the year for him. He waits all year.
Yeah, all of his sponsorships and whatnot come through. I actually think that his avatar that was drawn in that animation is much more unflattering than the real Ben. Really,
I know. He's handsome.
He pictures himself as some kind of Guido, but he's not at all. Not that Guidos can't be. If there's any Guidos listening, you're valid as well. Is that actually a racial term? I don't know if I should have said it at all. Hopefully
it's ethnic, but I don't think it's. I think we can say it safely.
We can say Guido.
Yeah, we can say Guido. This is a Guido saying safe zone.
Honestly, if we have any Guido listeners, I salute you and I respect you, my Guido brothers and sisters. Thank you.
It sounds like a Star Wars character.
It does, like Greedo, I guess.
Yeah.
Not to. I hate when you say like, "Oh, that sounds like a Star Wars character," and then the other person just says the one that rhymes, like that you were thinking of, and it just ruins the mystery because you thought that you had stumbled upon this rhetorical feeling, really. You know what I mean? But then I ruined it, so I apologize.
Thank you.
I'm skipping the rants because we already saw the goat of ranting, John Oliver, eviscerate pumpkin spice. But let's check out pumpkin spice in culture. Specifically, I guess starting with in the TV show Scream Queens. There's a pumpkin spice scene here.
Welcome to the grind. What can I get started for you?
You don't want anything, do you? I'll have a Trenta no foam 5-shot half calf no foam pumpkin spice latte with no foam at 210 degrees.
Okay, I know that you used to be a barista, and I was wondering if you could parse this order, if it's real or not. Trenta.
It's a Trenta.
What does
joke.
that mean? Is that fake?
I don't know. I think it's a reference to the Starbucks nomenclature, and I think it's fake.
Trenta size is the largest possible, bigger than venti. Okay. Trenta, no foam.
That's not a joke.
5-shot.
Not a joke.
But 5-shot half calf, how does that work? 2.5 of them are calf and 2.5 of them are... That doesn't work.
No, what you could do is fill the portafilter with half caffeinated grind, half decaf grind, and then you can do the 5.
Doesn't the machine do shots in 2s?
If you are, yeah. Well, so that's the. Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know? Okay, so like,
school us.
We would pull shots at 2 ounces. We would extract 2 ounces of espresso, and we would say that 2 ounces is 2 shots and 1 ounce is 1 shot. So if someone wanted 3 shots, we would put 1 ounce in their drink and put another ounce in this jar that we use to make Thai iced coffee.
Okay.
And that's not industry standard per se. That's just the way we like to do things around these parts.
Well, this is a place called The Grind, which the
5-shot
second wave, I would imagine, if it's called The Grind.
5-shot is a joke to sound extra, but you could make it happen.
So, yeah, I guess what I'm more asking is, certainly I know the entire thing is played up. I'm trying to figure out if this drink could exist. Trenta, so that would be the largest Starbucks size. No
30 ounces.
No foam there.
Sorry to use ounces.
Well, it's okay. That's where I want to learn. I'm here to learn. No foam means that there's no, I guess just means there's no foam, right? That's 5-shot half calf. You've established that. No foam listed again. Is that a joke, or is there
that
foam
would be a joke
at each stage that you could foam?
That's a joke.
Okay, it's just a straight up a joke. Pumpkin spice latte. She said no foam a third time. That's a joke.
Yeah, that's a joke.
210
degrees. That milk is scalded. It's going to taste like a baby's burp.
At 210 degrees.
He's going to say that right now.
First of all, that's really hot. That's 2 degrees below boiling.
I'm sorry, did I enter a wormhole to a universe where this coffee house does not possess the technology to heat my favorite autumnal tradition to 210 degrees? I like my pumpkin spice lattes extra hot, so please comply with my request.
I mean, abusing baristas
this is
a fun thing to do on TV shows.
On TV yes, baristas are the punching bag of TV writers. Why is that? Because that's where they're doing all their little screenplays at the coffee shop.
And it's also because that's the fate that awaits them if they don't win sweeps week on the TV show. I will say I find that often when I do get a drink with milk in it, it is not hot enough for my liking. So I guess I'm with Emma Roberts on that one.
Yeah.
But
it's like more trendy to like keep it at like 160 Fahrenheit.
Yeah. Also, sometimes if I'm like, oh, can I get a cortado? They're like, sometimes depending on the barista, they'll be like, do you mean like a European style cortado or do you mean like an American? And I'm like, shut the fuck up. Give me a damn black cup of coffee. You know?
Well, dude, when we at like, so there's a Starbucks drink called a caramel macchiato.
Of course.
And people would come into the coffee. For whatever reason, we had a macchiato on the menu, and our macchiato was a shot of espresso with a dollop of stiff milk foam.
Ooh.
And so if you're coming in to the saloon thinking you're going to get an iced caramel macchiato when you just order macchiato,
you're going to be
is right. You got another thing coming. So there was there was a lot of gentle negotiation that had to occur.
That actually happened to me in Madrid, Spain, of all places. I'm talking like 4.9 on Google with maybe 5,000 reviews. This coffee shop was so beautiful. There was no tables. It was just like uncomfortable seating because it was so fancy and nice, and the coffee was so incredibly delicious, and everyone was so Spanish and handsome working there, and it was just like this, you felt like you were in a movie. And then an American tourist came in head to toe Under Armour starter gear, like the weird fabric, and he literally said, what kind of flavor pumps do you have here? They like made him some kind of, they whipped up some sort of pistachio flavored drink, and it was like not sweet enough for him. But I really did feel like I was kind of in one of these movies or TV show scenes. But he was not, everyone was nice at least.
Well, it is moving, so therefore it's a movie.
That's true. Now let's move on to audio. Pumpkin Spice, the music of Pumpkin Spice, of course, is something I'm interested in. Music, and I think I've mostly avoided parodies, although I'll play you one parody. This is Puddle's Pity Party. Are you familiar with Puddle's Pity Party?
I am. He's my friend's dad's friend.
Wait, for
my
real?
Friend's dad. Yeah, my friend's dad is like one of the main guy, he's like a bigwig in the home tiki bar scene. He's a tiki bar historian.
Oh my god.
And so Puddle's Pity Party is just kind of like, this kind of like rockabilly singing clown that's like adjacent to tiki.
That whole scene. We need to get some of these people on the show, I think. Maybe for some Gen X excellence.
For some Gen X excellence, yeah.
Yeah, so this is
for sure.
Puddle's Pity Party singing Let's Give Them Pumpkin to talk about.
I was curious when you said I've mostly avoided parody.
Yeah, because I guess, to be clear, and we have a guest, Howell Dawdy, this week. I feel like I've already well trodden this territory with him before because we spent many hours listening to all the fall things.
Yeah. That's true. You meant parody, like song parody, like note for note.
You were
certainly these other songs are satirical,
right? Exactly.
I just got caught up. Yeah, I
was just thinking. Of course there are like Uptown Pump maybe could be one that I just thought of, but there's all kinds. But I was curious about
Pumped Up Kins. All the other kids with the
right. Exactly. Oh my god, the pressure is on. I'm gonna keep going.
All right, well let's this gold. I want to hear this golden voiced clown.
He's watching the news. I think he was watching Jim Gaffigan. I think I really have a strong dislike for Puddle's Pity Party, but it's the kind that keeps me coming back for more all the time.
Yeah.
It's like a challenge for myself.
I don't think this song doesn't suit his whole thing.
Yeah, because he's part of postmodern jukebox, right? Where it's like kind of like flapper culture.
Yeah.
This is also such a bizarre song to cover. And also this video is like showing someone like running Pro Tools while he's singing this. It's like really rocking, really down to earth. It's also a really lazy parody, in my opinion. Let's give them pumpkin to talk about. I don't know, man. I don't know, Puddles.
Yeah, I feel like song parodies. They okay, I'm tired, but song parodies, like, they aren't making fun of the song. They just are a song,
right? That you can. That's true. I mean, sometimes I think Weird Al has made fun of the song
He has
little
a
bit,
couple,
but it's more like it's more just like taking something incongruous with the topic of the song and being like, oh, that's funny. And of course, I think it is Weird Al's fault that so many people just lazily switch out food with other things. But this one doesn't even. It's not even a play on anything. I don't know. That was a bad start. So I'm glad we're not doing parodies anymore. Let's check out this song called the Pumpkin Spice Latte song.
I killed a man today.
Oh wait, this might be a parody as well, is it?
I don't know. I don't recognize the referent.
It's really awful.
Yeah.
She's saying she killed someone?
What
like
could
PJ
this possibly
Harvey.
be? Yeah, I know.
It's really got a dark energy to it. Not lyrically even, just the... Like, I feel like the word unhinged is overused, but I'm genuinely scared of this person.
Well, it kind of has like Amanda Palmer vibes, and we all know what happened with her. There's some real that's some real darkness.
This does have that darkness to it. This also was as seen on BBC Scotland, and also this was from 2018, which is just like, I don't even know how you.
That's way too
something that bad.
Way too recent for 2018. That should be from 2007.
This one might be better. This is a 90-second song.
Hi friends, welcome to 90-second song, where every Wednesday you give me your song ideas and I have to pick one, write a 90-second
Someone suggested
song,
the idea of pumpkin spice.
I am about to share one of my unpopular opinions with you right now, and that is that I don't like pumpkin spice stuff.
That is actually a very popular opinion.
My role as an average basic.
Well, it might be unpopular in her social cohort.
She does has a framed "The Fault in Our Stars" movie poster
yes.
on her wall.
I had
So
somebody out of Australia suggest that I do a 90-second song about Americans' obsession with pumpkin spice stuff, because she just did not understand. And you know what? I don't know.
Not to like use the phrase NPCs, but who are the people that are making the suggestion pumpkin spice? Like, how do you even exist in the world, and that's the suggestion that you come up with? What would you suggest for a 90-second song for this girl?
For this girl? Well, I don't know. I think pumpkin spice would be good for her. I would suggest pumpkin spice. I would suggest like a fluffy kitten. I would suggest like John Green. I would suggest
okay. Those are better than pumpkin spice.
A narwhal.
So I decided I would try to understand.
I would suggest that she write a song about the concept of letting it be and see what she came up with.
A 90-second song. Fall is here, a chill is in the air. Autumn flavored things are everywhere. And once again,
autumn flavored.
Is all the rage, but I'm not so sure about some products that they've made. It's getting too extreme.
I don't mind this.
What kind of musical theater?
Pumpkin spice
yeah.
and pumpkin spice Pringles.
Pumpkin spice Twinkies. That sounds kind of good. All those things sound fine. Hummus, I don't know. Actually, that would probably be good.
Pasta sounds too weird to be true. Pumpkin spice vodka, beer and
That'd be fine.
Kahlua.
Fine.
Actually, I take that back. That sounds pretty grand. But pumpkin spice peaks,
Pretty
frosted
grand.
mini wheats. You may think I'm
Oh,
crazy,
pumpkin
but
spice mini wheats would hit so hard right now.
Yeah, I think pumpkin spice cereal is really good.
they make pumpkin spice chewing gum gross.
How is that gross? It's just like cinnamon.
It's just like cinnamon.
Yeah. So,
Well, I like her.
Okay. Well, that's okay. Here's another pumpkin spice song. Pumpkin spice is life. This might be pro pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice. In a latte is delicious. Pumpkin spice. On an apple is nutritious.
I wonder if she got her husband to play these V drums.
Pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice.
It definitely sounds like
Maybe.
real drums.
You can use it when you bake. Pumpkin
I think she did
spice.
it.
You can put
Yeah,
it
not
in
to
cake.
not to say that she couldn't be drumming, but she's
sprinkle
a
on
rapper.
steak. Pumpkin spice, pumpkin spice.
Oh, this is rap music?
It makes the
Isn't
person
it?
crazy. Pumpkin
Or is it
spice. And
like a
reminds me
cheerleader
kinda
thing?
hazy. Pumpkin spice. If you're ever feeling lazy. Pumpkin spice.
Hey.
Pumpkin spice.
Are those the two options?
Find it in a clog. Pumpkin spice. You can put it on your dog.
She's kind of doing the red and
You
link
can
thing,
eat it in
I
a
think.
vlog.
Yeah.
Some bacon on it.
Pumpkin spice.
I forgot to check if they have
You
anything,
can
but
mix it in with flour.
as you can see, there's too much stuff.
Use it in the shower. Pumpkin spice. You must
This
have
one
it
definitely
every
makes
hour.
me wish that I was dead right now.
Pumpkin spice.
Really? It's filling me with a joy de vivre.
Guys, where's the pumpkin? This is just spice.
Oh, see, one of the great observations that it's just pumpkin. I mean, no pumpkin.
Spice.
Let's do a little bit more of an NPR style one. This is called the Pumpkin Spice Lament.
This song is called the Pumpkin Spice Lament.
Lament.
That's one of those words.
Peace, pumpkin spice. Another month of your company sure would have
It's kind of singing like Laura Veers or
gone
something.
underground, and eggnogs come around again.
I love the Matt Groening ass drummer. He's so sick.
It's just the way that November goes. I think it's
I feel like this music is too elevated to be about such a boring topic.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, I think it's suitable. I think it's like suitably like Regina Spektor dorkiness, you know? Actually, I love Regina Spektor.
Normal folks don't think twice.
But does she? I still think Regina Spektor in my mind, not that I've listened, is more elevated than
It's not like there's real
commenting on pumpkin spice. Look, she even just said there's not real pumpkin. I don't know, man. That's a little. Let's do, I think, two more. Here's a rap song.
Okay.
The Pumpkin Spice tribute song.
Yeah, feel the cool breeze. September, October, November. Give them something to remember.
What do you think of these? What do you think of like a guy that puts on knockoff Ray-Bans and does a rap, and he's never heard rap music before other than Lonely Island? How do you feel about that vibe?
I'm generally, well, I don't like it. It does not appeal to me. Am I gonna hate it? I'm not gonna hate it. I'm gonna be mildly amused. Like, well, we'll see.
They kind of got a good fake T.I. beat.
I just got to scratch, yo, I got an addiction, so I'm on the patch. I'm on that PSL, 24/7, I'm a murderer cup, coffee 187, got it.
This guy has a bit more swag.
Really? I was gonna say he's much worse than the other guy.
He kind of came in like he was kind of bad in like a way where he seemed more confident. He's like, I'm a murderer cup.
That's right, we a fancy boy, but fuck the 1%, long live the sword. Pumpkin spice.
Why did he say long live the soy?
Seasonal
I think it's like fuck the 1% like Occupy, but also like 1% MILF.
Oh, true. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Break up that latte. It makes me so hot. Now I'm feeling naughty and I want that body. Oh my gosh, look at that squash driving me insane.
I guess what my thought about all these videos is like, if you're not 16 and in youth group, where are you showing this video? Like, this is like something you do in youth group for quick laughs, and that's it.
Right.
But you're like, these are grown men.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I condemn this. I viciously condemn this.
Well, the last one I think is very intriguing, and it's because it's from now. YouTube is making me do math, and I'm not very good at math. It's from 18 years ago. So what does that mean?
Okay.
2007?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that. I guess you're not good at math either.
Well, it could be 2007 or 2006, depending on like the way
depending
YouTube
on when their
rounds
birthday
up.
is. Yeah.
YouTube rounds up in a weird way. Yeah.
So either way, that's like, this is kind of early for the pumpkin spice latte community. And similarly, this is called Electric Connected Pumpkin Spice Latte music video, but this is just like a sincere freak folk song that has none of the baggage of pumpkin spice culture. I kind of think I love it.
This is pretty cool. Yeah.
It definitely seems like a guy who's like moved 100 times from being so canceled everywhere. But
oh, definitely.
He just mentioned the pumpkin spice at the top, and now he's just. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it's art.
I kind of like that it's not lined up with the singing too.
Yeah, he had to manually cue up the captions. Oh, this music video is nice.
Yeah, I think it's good. I can't find anything about Electric Connected anywhere. It's just a lost indie gem that we've reclaimed. This makes me like pumpkin spice again. Now, finally,
there was a period you didn't like it in the course of this episode?
I think just like on that rap video before this.
Yeah.
Well, here's the real test. So I'm like feeling pro pumpkin spice right now. As I mentioned off the top, I think that people are like performatively ramping it up in order to lean into the cringe. And I don't know how I feel about that, because I think that's something that I do to some degree, lean into cringe for fun. But I also feel like, anyway, all I'm trying to say is let's see if what we think of pumpkin spice after we watch this final video. This is a video that is shared often as an example of millennial cringe, which we haven't really talked about too much yet, is like the intentional millennial cringe. There's people on TikTok who intentionally act millennial cringe. This is pumpkin spice cream cheese. This is a classic. Have you seen this before? This lady? I'm going to start at the beginning here.
I actually don't think I have.
Do you know what I found?
Oh, oops, skipping around. Here we go.
Do you know what I found? You can't see it.
She does
Let me
these
show you what it looks like.
Disney faces.
Do you know what this is? Ooh. It's pumpkin spice cream cheese for my crispy bread. I'm gonna eat crispy bread right now. So we were thinking on the way home, Danny and I, what could we put with this pumpkin spice cream cheese? And mind you, I am not a big pumpkin spice person. I don't really like pumpkin spice drinks, etc., but I do like some things. Baked goods, those things. We could put the keto whipped cream on top of this that I have.
What do you think of
slices,
her?
But that's a little weird. But if they were cooked apple slices, maybe. Also, maybe
Well,
some
like,
granola. But
that, like, you know that, like, Gerblin lady or Gerblin person?
The, like, Lemony. Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lemony Schnicket. Their name's like something the Barefoot or something.
Yeah.
I really like that. I think that person is great at what they do. I think they're like an artistic genius. I mean, like this idea of like millennial cringe where it's like this kind of voice where, like, is that millennial? Like, I think that's like really relegated to a really specific corner of the internet.
Yeah.
That I'm not on.
I mean, I think that...
What are they copying? Because they're all, like, copying each other's cadence. But, like,
I guess, first
who's
of all,
the originator of it?
I'm trying to figure out if this lady, Auntie Lisa, is doing this sincerely or self-awarely. That's my first...
I think it is self-aware, but it's also sincere. Like, I don't think she's... I think she's trying to be funny. And, like, I think it's, like, that's her sense of humor.
Right.
I don't think she's satirizing anything.
Yeah, she's just leaning into it, or maybe she's not. Maybe she just. I mean, also maybe some people just love it. But I think I do think there is something. I think that our idea of millennial is typically just the experience of being a hipster, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a valid form of millennialism, of being like an annoying Disney adult. I think we can't discount that, despite it being so divorced from our reality, because we're so unannoying in so many ways.
Yeah. But that Gerblin person, I like looked them up and they're like 28 years old.
Right. So that means they're Gen Z.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
If it was no cusp December, I would say firmly. But like, yeah, I question this like, this isn't funny or interesting, but I just question this categorization of millennial cringe as like a generational thing versus just like a weird expression of like a kind of like comedy syntax that comes from like web comics and like Rebecca Sugar cartoons and musical theater and Invader Zim.
I think those things are still firmly millennial, just not in our realm, because we just think of Peter, Bjorn, and John. But that's something we will explore the further we go. But I think that I actually do enjoy watching these videos because they make me feel so much. It's almost like ASMR to see someone being...
They're inspiring, too. Yeah. They're really inspiring.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess the final question before I go to our guest is, as we ask every week, is pumpkin spice Reddit?
No, it's not Reddit. But hating it is Reddit. Complaining, noticing that it's everywhere, pointing out that there's no pumpkin in it, etc. That's Reddit.
Right. Or complaining about that it's in things other than lattes, perhaps.
Yes. Because extremely Reddit.
I think that like there is actually a quiet majority of people who once a year just buy one pumpkin spice latte and enjoy it and then go on with their lives, and they don't get involved in the culture wars about it.
I completely agree. I'm one of them.
Yeah, maybe I'm going to get a PSL in these DSLs. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. We've got our guests now, and we forgot to say, but go to patreon.com/millennialexcellence. Howell, are you doing? Howell, you do?
Oh, you know, I'm Dawdy. I'm Dawdy, man.
That's all I have planned.
I guess I could say, I guess I could say,
Oh,
you
yeah.
just cut the hoe off and just say, well.
You and I just immediately start writing songs together as soon as we start talking.
True.
But of course, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just on the note of names, Josiah, do people ever go... For you?
I mean, they do. I maybe I can start pretending that when people make that sound for me, they're riffing on my name.
Yeah,
that'd be a nice. I appreciate your glass half full outlook, Miles.
Yeah. Somebody, anytime anybody sighs at you, you go, yes.
Exactly. Oh, you're just saying the second half of my first name. No, it's true, and of course. I wanted to think of a way to call you Smiles Grinner. Has that ever been said before?
That's been said. Yeah, that's been said, and I like that better than
MILFs.
Well, I like MILFs. I heart MILFs actually.
MILFs rock. MILFs fucking rock. Come on.
Yeah, I guess we haven't really said our stance on MILFs. I'm still undecided at this point, but we'll figure it out.
Oh, come on.
We got
Vince Walker.
I thought I was on a show called Millennial Excellence. That's what I thought. I guess Millennial Sexcellence would be the porn parody of your podcast. Has anybody done that yet? Has anybody done that riff yet?
I like the idea of a millennial being someone's like anniversary of becoming a MILF instead of celebrating a child's birthday. It's kind of like the steak and blowjob day of your child's birth. Reframing it to be. Yeah, what do you guys think of steak and blowjob day? That's one of the nastiest things I've ever heard. Just the framing of it. I mean, it's probably a great day.
I'm not familiar with the concept.
Well,
I'm putting two and two together.
Miles, it's basically Valentine's Day, but for dudes.
For the fellas.
And so that, I think, makes it one of the most epic holidays of all time.
Is that kind of thing millennial, though? I'm having this issue where I think of everything as being millennial, as we've established. But I think that saying
steak and blowjob day feels more Gen X than millennial to me.
But I think it's early millennial. I think it's cuspy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Gen XXX, if you know what I mean. For sure.
Yep. But it's like, I associate it with like really bad old clip art memes and stuff. Then like, it doesn't feel like something. It feels like something older people like took a picture of a sticker on a car and then posted that. You know, that type of that type of meme instead of,
or like they don't know how to, they like designed a file, they don't know how to put it, they don't know how to print it out for their friends, so they've taken a photo of their computer screen and then printed that photo.
It's a cell phone pic of a computer screen of a bumper sticker design that still that has a watermark of a PNG that they then post as a meme, and it's the fundamental steak and blowjob day meme that gets shared around to everybody.
It's a foundational text.
Yeah,
I love that. That is so beautiful. That is like a storytelling history, or like a storytelling tradition of just words being shared. By the way, steak and blowjob day, just so you know, Miles, so you're aware, it is on March 14th, so it's 1 month after.
It's a month after.
So if you treat your lady right on Valentine's Day, you'll be treated to a now I wonder, I guess it seems like not the kind of thing that a vegan would do to begin with, but I do wonder if there's a vegetarian or vegan option.
I mean, you can get a cauliflower steak, so call it, but I mean,
yeah, marinated shiitake mushroom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I meant because I didn't know if ejaculate was vegan.
Okay?
Just
yeah,
kidding.
you don't
Okay.
think.
Just playing, guys. Just playing. Now, Miles normally asks everyone a question. I don't know if you want to do Howell, if you want to do. I'm trying to do wordplay. I guess gender
Age play,
gender reveal instead of gender reveal on the show. But normally we do ask people when they first knew that they were a millennial.
Ooh, wow. Okay. This is actually I've only relatively come to know my own generational identity. Mm-hmm. It's never been something I've acknowledged. I like to like you, Jose. I think I like to observe people online. I like to observe different online cultures. I like to explore and be a part of different groups and join different meme sharing Facebook groups and stuff like that. I like to do a lot of that same stuff. And so I always kind of considered myself more of an observer than an active participant in anything with like a clearly defined identity. Plus, I am very, very much a cusp like person in terms of when I was born. Right. And so I just always kind of, I didn't think it was a very important part of my identity, whether I was millennial or Gen X. I never thought was important. But I've recently figured out exactly what I am, and it makes this now a very important part of my identity.
Oh my
to
God.
Me.
Are you coming out?
So,
You're coming
so
out
when you
on the show.
Yeah, when you ask me this question, it's funny you're asking me this now because I have only recently really come to terms with and defined my own I keep wanting to say gender identity, which is my generational identity.
Your gender identity, yeah.
So I was born in 1979, but I was born in the fall, and I was in a school district where, for whatever reason, I was late or early on when they cut off what year the kids would start school. So I was older than a lot of the kids I grew up with going to school with, right?
Okay.
And what I have, and so I was like going to school with millennials, but I was born in sort of a Gen X time. Mm-hmm. And recently, so there's this guru that I follow, who has helped me along my generational identity
you follow,
journey.
Meaning on the internet, or you
on the internet. There's a guy
yeah.
I don't follow him around the country at his speaking events, but I've almost gone. I've been in the same town that he was at the same time that he was at one of his speaking events. I did not go, unfortunately, but his name is the Dad Bod Veteran, and he is an out and proud Gen X truth teller, sage, wizened old guy. Who likes to shoot these like TikToks where he speaks in kind of a wise old wizard Gandalf voice, and he talks about the before times, and he talks down to millennials, and he says, millennials and Zoomers and everybody else, and says, we used to have to use a map, or we used to like we used to have to slide down the metal slide or drink out of the hose, all those things. He's very big on that type of stuff. And I found out earlier this year that he is my age.
Oh my God.
And I could not believe it because he's got this big gray beard, and he just talks like such an old dumb dad guy.
I need how I'm so glad you brought up the Dad Bod Veteran, because I think he's one of the most infuriating people I've ever. I mean, I've been on your stream a few times, your Fleets stream, where you watch things that are spiritually Fleets, and of course, Fleets were the expiring limited release Twitter version of, I guess, Snapchat, Instagram stories. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was Twitter's attempt at doing a stories, and I have taken it simply to mean these are the fleeting, these are the fleeting sort of viral videos of the week. This is the cream of the crop for the week, basically.
So like the thing about the Dad Bod Veteran, who is kind of one of the faves of Fleets every week
for me,
is that he kind of like dresses like a sort of a MAGA guy. I think he seems like he might have maybe I'm wrong, maybe this is just the Canadian in me, but he seems like he'd have like a black patch with a American flag on it, Blue Lives Matter flag. He's as Howell said, he's doing this sort of remembering the good old days, but he also is doing like only a half Hobbit impression while he talks, but it has nothing to do with what he's saying at all.
Well, it started because his earliest ever TikToks were he would have like the Lord of the Rings music playing in the background, and he would be kind of going like, it would be written as though someone had asked him, what was it like in the before times? And he would talk, I think, a little bit more like Gandalf in that, but it's developed over time to where he's now just a Southern guy on a porch with a half British accent for no reason at all.
So
talking about all kinds of things.
Because I want to ask your thoughts on pumpkin spice, I thought it'd be so perfect to introduce our listeners to the Dad Bod Veteran with his video, Daily Dad Bod Pumpkin Season, hashtag pumpkin spice everything, hashtag fall, hashtag Daily Dad Bod. Have you seen this one before? I'm curious if you...
I probably have. I think I watch all of his stuff. He always takes a big sip at the end at the beginning of the Daily Dad Bod.
Pumpkin season. The good news, That means the weather's finally about to break. Cool mornings, crisp air, hoodies coming out of retirement. Perfect port city weather. This is the sweet spot of the year. The bad news. Apparently, the entire world decided to turn every product in existence into pumpkin-flavored nonsense. Coffee? Sure. Pie? Absolutely. But pumpkin spice Pringles? Pumpkin yogurt?
And a big thing about him is he didn't seem to think about like how Gandalf would say Pringles. That's a big thing about him. Is in about every sentence there's like one word that he didn't think about how you would say that if you were doing it in an old wizard book.
Pumpkin dog treats? No, we don't need pumpkin in every aisle of the store.
Dog
You walk
treats
through
just came out
Target
pure.
Right now, it smells like somebody mugged a pumpkin patch and sprinkled nutmeg on the evidence. And don't even get me started on the candles.
Oh, he lost
One
it
week,
completely
it's
there in the
fresh
middle of
lemons.
that one.
The next week, it's Pumpkin Harvest Delight Explosion. Light 3 of these, suddenly your whole house smells
This
like
is
Willy
also
Wonka from the
ChatGPT
Starbucks inside your living
generated,
room.
top to bottom, I think.
It really seems like it. He's doing a lot of the ChatGPT similes.
I've had people in my chat say that he must be using ChatGPT to write these, and I guess it's one of these things where it wouldn't surprise me at all. If I found that out completely, I'd be like, right, of course. His similes, which we've kind of taken to calling dissimiles in my chat, none of them completely work in a way that I'm not sure AI would be able to come up with. They're like, he's got such a he's constantly trying to do those kind of Anchorman style riffs where you like compare a thing to a thing and it gets more and more absurd or whatever, but he can't like connect A to B in a satisfying way ever. And I don't know, maybe that is ChatGPT. Maybe that's how it works.
I mean, I think we're kind of in the middle of an ongoing debate about the meaning of what is or isn't Reddit, but I think that the reason that everything feels like it's all Reddit now is because ChatGPT was trained on Reddit posts. And so in that sense, I think he might be delivering the kind of rhetoric that became ChatGPT. Like this might be pre-ChatGPT, the original source of this kind of voice.
Or even like, I mean, it's just, it's like rants that somebody did on Reddit initially that get like human centipeded through several different language models, and then they end up in ChatGPT, and then he's using them. That could very well be it. That could really explain it.
But so the thing about the people that you talk about on Fleets, I do think Fleets and Instagram Reels and these, whatever this genre of video is where you're drinking a tea and drinking a coffee and ranting
he's
about
sipping
something.
out of a mug that he sells on his store, and he's standing on his porch.
This kind of genre, I think, is perfectly Gen X millennial cusp behavior.
Yeah.
And one thing I've noticed even in this video that perfectly sets this up is like he's admitting that he loves pumpkin spice, but he's also ranting that there's too much pumpkin spice everywhere. Yeah. I think that that's who they're making the pumpkin spice stuff for, is people who are aware of it and performatively annoyed by it, and they're going to buy it so that they can be even more annoyed by it.
Yeah, so they can do a reel where they're like, can you believe all these products? And they point to all the products that they bought of the pumpkin spice. Yeah. Well, I'll just to conclude my generational journey here. I will note. So you're looking at the guy right now, white beard, like total like old guy hat, shitty ass hat that's branded with his logo.
Yeah, I heard
on
Miles
it, right?
ask earlier: is he a veteran or he's a dad? He's a veteran of having a dad bod.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Yeah, he's just had the bod for a while.
He is a veteran. He was in the Navy. He's not. I actually have not gotten a read on him that he's particularly like right wing or anything like that. I mean, I know any guy any like normal guy from the South is probably going to look right wing to Josiah, I think.
Yeah.
But I believe him to be kind of like
he's He's just sensible. He is common sense.
He's a common sense Gen X, like moderately liberal guy is what I think he probably is. I think he's like just a normal guy for where he's from.
Right.
But what's funny is like, so he's got the whole thing. He's got the whole branding thing. He's wearing the hat that he sells at his store with his logo on it. He's drinking out of the mug that he sells at his Shopify with the, some AI generated like image on it. And he's complaining about the world we live in today, which is the only world in which he could be doing this.
Right.
Which is pretending to be like 10 years older than himself. Because that's the crazy thing about this guy, was finding out he's my age, but he's like so clearly trying to appeal to people in their 50s and 60s. He's like, talks about the good old days like he grew up in the 70s, which he didn't, So what I have come to terms with is he's my age, but his birthday is in the spring.
His birthday even.
Yeah. His birthday's in the spring and mine is in the fall, which means for 6 months of the year, I'm younger than this guy, which means for 6 months of the year, he's talking down to me. And for 6 months of the year, we're the same age, which means I'm going, yes, I also remember climbing the rope in gym class. I'm going like, yes. I remember the times before when I had to use a fold out map. So for 6 months of the year, I am a Gen X guy alongside my Gen X friend, the dad bod veteran. And for 6 months of the year, I am a millennial who he is talking down to, and I'm pointing and laughing at him. And that means I get to be like a millennial in the summertime, which is great, and a Gen X in the wintertime, which is really good.
That sounds nice. You get to flannel in the winter.
I have such a nice little niche, I think, that I've carved out for myself. So
that's beautiful. But I love that definition, and I do think that maybe you're identifying with the dad bod veteran too much, and that you deserve more than that. But that's your journey for yourself. But I am curious, from watching Fleets every week and from being in this world, like, what's the 2025 take on pumpkin spice? Why haven't they moved on? Like, there's been also so many dumb Starbucks things introduced. They had an olive oil phase and everything. Are they still thinking about pumpkin spice? Are they upset? Are they have they just given up, admitted that they like it? What's going on?
I think so. This is because he's only been doing the daily dad bod things like this year, basically, I think, right? So this is from this year, right? I think this one, oh yeah, you're right. 2 months ago. Yeah. 2 months ago. Yeah. So, he doesn't have a whole lot of stuff he can talk about to start with. So he kind of has to do, I feel like he's got 4 or 5 topics that he can talk about at all. So I think when there is I think the feeling of it is, when pumpkin spice season rolls around for everybody, for all of these types of guys,
it's on the editorial calendar. They've got
it like gives them an excuse to do a post. I think that's really what it is. It's like a new, it's a relief, like, because they don't have to think about some other thing to talk about today.
It's like steak and blowjob day, basically.
Yeah. It's and the great thing about pumpkin spice is you get the steak and the blowjob in the same thing because it's so fucking good, right? It's that good.
It is, honestly, in my opinion, it's not that bad. It's kind of good. It's just usually too strong.
Yeah, it's not good when it's super chemically or super strong. But I had a pumpkin. It's not really a pumpkin. There's a pumpkin snickerdoodle cookie I had right before we started.
Oh, wow.
Because I was like, I want to have a little bit of that pumpkin spice flavor going on. It's great.
You came in with that spice.
Yeah.
What about you got any Yankee candles around your house? Is that a thing?
We have some scented candles around, but I don't believe they are Yankees. I don't think they're Yankees.
There's like the pumpkin spice people love to have like the kind that smell like you're just consuming cake batter somehow while you're smelling it. But then like the other half lives with just like a tobacco smell or like fur or something. But are we really so different? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know that I spent basically that whole thing trying to think who you were talking about when you said the pumpkin spice people.
I don't know.
And I think you mean I think you're talking about. Let me guess. Is she dressed like Han Solo? Can I?
Yeah, exactly.
Does she have her UGG boots on?
Oh my God! Let's
and
play
she's
that. Let's
got
play
her
that.
Yankee Candle.
What can you remember? Is that all the fall things? Is that right?
Oh, sure. Yeah. There's all the fall things. That's a good one.
Well, there's some. I mean, it's almost like we could have just had you on and just watched. Maybe we should do a Fleets stream with you. I'm just going to invite us on.
I'd love that. I'd love that.
Pumpkin spice. It's such a rich text, but I guess I don't think we have the time to watch the thousands of videos that just popped into my head. But I do think.
I mean, I have a thread of pumpkin spice parody songs on my old Twitter account at Lydia Burrell. But I will say one development that's happened in 2025 in the and this is going to be kind of AI generated relevant as well is I went to find some every year. I search YouTube for any new parody songs or original songs that are about pumpkin spice lattes.
Yeah,
and about pumpkin spice latte season. And, and it's gotten. I had sort of the. I had a few really, really strong years there in the 2016, 2017, 2018 area. And it started to fall off a little bit. And now basically any pumpkin spice song that you find on YouTube is going to be some AI generated like crap, some AI music thing, or somebody just types in a prompt that says, make a funny song about how pumpkin spice, how how it's taken over and it's all you can find anywhere now. I think that's the main gripe about it, right?
Yeah, it's kind of the same. The journey of pumpkin spice is the journey for us all, really.
Now and that was the big frustrating thing on the Fleet stream when I tried to do my sort of annual like checkup on pumpkin spice parody songs on YouTube. And it really is depressing that like most of the because everybody's doing short form stuff now. And so most of the long form videos are like just somebody like prompted an AI song generator to make a thing. And then they stuck a shitty like half animated image over it or whatever.
It really makes you appreciate people like the Dad Bod Veteran, even if he is using ChatGPT. You're kind of like it's organic, right? It's
even if the mug he's selling there is using an AI generated image, even if he's using ChatGPT to write his scripts.
At least he's showing up.
Something, he's showing up and he's there and he's putting his real feelings out there into the world. There's just something so honest about this guy. Something so honest about this guy speaking in a fake voice for no fucking reason.
Pumpkin season's here. The weather's great. The vibes are right. But let's set some boundaries. Pumpkin pie, yes. Pumpkin beer, okay, I'll allow it. But pumpkin-flavored toothpaste? That's where
I think that's just a meme, too. That's not like that's not real.
Pumpkin season does for us. It does let us know that we're getting closer to the other bearded guy making his appearance.
Yeah.
Well, I think bearded guy. That's and we have been talking to the even other bearded guy, Howell Dawdy, all along. Howell, before we let you go, where can people find you? Where can people find the Dad Bod Veteran via you, etc.?
Via me, yeah. You see that great porch he's on right there? This one last little update I have to give about the Dad Bod Veteran that will unfortunately maybe date this podcast a little bit. I don't know when it's coming out, but this great porch that he's on that is kind of his like signature locale. Right, he has moved away. He lived in Charleston, South Carolina. He has moved to Arkansas. He now is in like He's got a much worse porch setup now. And I just found this out this week, so I'm pissed off about it.
Everything's falling apart.
Everything in the world is falling apart. And this guy used to have this great, spacious southern porch with these great, like, little columns.
So disappointing.
Or, I don't know, just, I guess those are the spindly columns, whatever those are called. Anyway, you can find me at Howell Dawdy on Blue Sky, and you can find me at Big Howell Dawdy on Twitch, which is where every Friday I do a Fleets stream, which is we just watch the best videos from all the best content creators of the week.
And they are the best. It's true. Well, I guess in the spirit of pumpkin spice lattes, we will see you latte.
Damn. All right. Landed that a lot stronger than I thought it was going to go.